what's happening next is this patient is an expanded access patient with moderate Alzheimer's. We're starting a phase 2 randomized placebo-controlled trial in approximately a month, sometime in June of this year, which will treat mild Alzheimer's patients.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ivor Elrifi. He is the CEO of Tiziana Life Sciences. And Ivor, it's good to see you again. How are you?
Good. How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to have you along, especially when you got significant news out today. You've released a PET scan that really shows some interesting things as far as Alzheimer's is concerned. So why don't I let you explain to us what we're looking at here?
Sure. So it's well known in Alzheimer's that patients with that disease have neuroinflammation. And our drug, Foralumab, is a drug that seeks to reduce neuroinflammation. And so the way that works is we reduce microglial activation in the brain. So what we studied in a first patient who has moderate Alzheimer's, for which there's no approved therapy, we took a PET scan of his brain to measure how much microglial activation there was before he received any drug, of our drug. And suffice it to say, his brain lit up like it was on fire. So a lot of neuroinflammation. Then we dosed him with Foralumab for 3 months. And after the 3 months, we took a second PET scan, and we can clearly see there's a reduction in the level of microglial activation, which translates to a reduction in neuroinflammation in the brain. So it's a very exciting result for us, especially given this patient has no other options.
Yeah. So what should people take away from this? The fact that we're not suggesting here that it's a cure for Alzheimer's. What you're suggesting
No.
is that it's the inflammation of the brain that is well known, that's showing some potential signs here, which I think is the most positive part.
Correct. So I think there are 3 theories about things that cause or contribute to the onset of Alzheimer's. So putting aside what the underlying origin of the disease is, we know that in Alzheimer's patients, they have these amyloid plaques. We know there's aberrant tau protein expression, and we know there's more neuroinflammation than in a healthy person. Right now, the only approved drugs treat amyloid plaque, but they don't treat tau. Those drugs are in the clinic, and they don't treat the neuroinflammation component. So it's our view that you would treat the neuroinflammation in addition to the tau or the amyloid.
Yeah, still lots of work to do. So what's sort of the next steps now? This is obviously a milestone for the company. So where do you take this next?
So what's happening next is this patient is an expanded access patient with moderate Alzheimer's. We're starting a phase 2 randomized placebo-controlled trial in approximately a month, sometime in June of this year, which will treat mild Alzheimer's patients. And we hope to get the readout of that trial by the end of 2025. And that will give us much better information on whether or not Foralumab has an effect by reducing the neuroinflammation on these people's quality of life.
Yeah. And lastly, Ivor, you mentioned there is no treatment right now for what you're discussing, and there's a lot of people that are suffering with it, and it seems that the rate of that is increasing as well. Is that accurate?
Well, so for moderate Alzheimer's, there's no treatment approved. For mild Alzheimer's, there are 2 anti-amyloid drugs approved. What we're being told by the clinicians is those drugs certainly have an effect in reducing amyloid plaque, but don't have much effect on the quality of lifestyle of the patient and their cognitive decline. So our hope is that by also treating with Foralumab to reduce neuroinflammation, we'll see some improvement in the quality of life, even though it's not a cure, just as the anti-amyloid therapies are not a cure.
Absolutely. Ivor, thanks so much. Really important work that you're doing, and I appreciate the update as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right, there's Ivor Elrifi. He is the CEO of Tiziana Life Sciences.